Well, welcome to the Week in Review for Module 1 for Healthcare Economics. What I like to do is these little week in reviews, kind of a summary of what we're doing this week, or maybe a little look ahead, address any kind of questions that might be happening in the class. Well, this is only Module 1, so we really don't have a lot of things as far as major questions that have come up in virtual office or that students have emailed me. But there are a few things I would like to discuss with you as we're starting the course and as we're entering Module 1. Now for Module 1, our basic activities, and you'll kind of see the pattern as you look through the syllabus, and you probably watched the syllabus walkthrough video. But there is a basic pattern, like in most of your classes, of quizzes and discussions and so on. But we've thrown in a few different things that you may not have encountered before. So I'll go over a couple of those today too. But the first thing this week we got a quiz. Looking at my notes here, we have a learning activity and a discussion, kind of a greeting discussion. I will like to say, looks like we have some great representation from actual healthcare workers and practitioners. I see healthcare information technology folks in there. I'm always glad to see you people. Looks like a great representation of cardiovascular technologists, CVT techs, echo, peripheral folks. EKG in there as well, so that's exciting. I really like to see, as a healthcare practitioner myself, I'm an RTR, which is a radiographer, is one of my specialties, as if you read my little course bio. So it's always nice to see folks who have direct patient care, but then we also, it's always great to see folks who are in actual administrative roles, and I saw that there's a couple of students that are already working in administrative roles within healthcare, like for the farm and other organizations. So that's nice to see really that mix. I really love, and I think that's a great mix in this class that we have that I haven't always seen in other classes. Sometimes they're tilted one way or the other, but we have a good variety of folks in this. So this looks good. I think it'll contribute really well to the dialogue of the class going forward. Even folks starting new jobs I saw on there too. So that's congratulations for those of you that are starting new jobs in healthcare. It's a very rewarding field, stressful, but the rewards can be very meaningful and impactful on the lives of other individuals. All right, so great discussions going on there this week. One of the questions that has surfaced, and typically this comes up in the class as well, but I've had a few students that I have talked to this week, and that has to do basically with what I'll call math phobia. On the quiz and in learning activities, as you go through this entire course, there's going to be some math. It's an economics class. There's going to be some math. You're going to need a basic calculator to get through this. What I really look for is that you have made an attempt at solving the problem. I do try to pick problems that have either been highlighted in the book or that I've gone through in a walkthrough video. So look for those. And those are the problems that will tend to show up on the quizzes. So do make sure you watch the videos where I walk through a problem. Again, that will probably come through. Now, if you're not great with math, and maybe it was 20 years ago since you had your college level math course, don't worry about it. Again, I'm really just looking at a good faith effort that you put forward to try to solve the problem. I'm not trying to make you all economists by the end of it. I just want to see that you understand that there are some basic tools out there that economists and managers use to do these projections and to understand the environment that they're in. I don't necessarily want you to go away at the end of the class knowing how to do those. Just know that there are things that they do to come up with these numbers. They just don't pull them out of the air, though sometimes it seems like it and sometimes they're not very accurate. But again, don't sweat the math. Do your best, and everybody does just fine in the course. A couple other things. One is we have a paper due at the end of the course, an Economics and Affordable Care Act paper. Please look at the syllabus for more details on that. But really, that's a big picture paper about the economic impact the Affordable Care Act is going to make. You can take a specific spin on it if you wish, kind of addressing whether you think that it's going to hurt or help the economy. I have no agenda there. I actually have no idea what it's going to do for the economy. but that is a big picture economics paper. For those of you that are in my finance class, we're doing a similar titled paper, but that's much more micro level, department level issues. So please do not submit. That's a big point I want to make here. Do not submit the same paper for either course. That's called double submission, and it's a violation of academic integrity. It's kind of an unknown. A lot of people don't know about it, but you're not supposed to ever submit the same paper to any class twice. So for those of you again taking my finance class, small picture, something that a manager, tools and applications a manager might be using with Affordable Care Act, and this paper, which is probably the more easier of the two because it's in every newspaper almost daily, every magazine, every web page, every blog having to do with healthcare economics. This is big picture U.S. economy stuff. Okay, so we'll talk more about the paper as we go along. The other thing that comes up, and just kind of talk about this project early, is the MoveNote presentation. This is a presentation that you'll do. You'll be on camera like I am now using a web-based application called MoveNote. I'm going to have plenty of tutorials and walkthroughs for you on the technical side of MoveNote. Normally, we have very few, if any, issues with technical aspects on MoveNote. Occasionally, for one or two students, MoveNote has not behaved correctly. My best recommendation, and again, it's rare, but what I would say, and I'll have this in my tutorial videos, is play with MoveNote early. Make a MoveNote presentation. No one has to see it. It won't go public. Doesn't have to be, you don't have to spend any time. Just a walkthrough presentation for yourself so you know how to use the camera. You know how to use the microphone. You know what settings work for MoveNote. Again, it's meant to be used for elementary, junior high, high school, and college level work. So they make it easy enough for an elementary kid to use. But that doesn't mean there is a little bit of a learning curve here. So please play with MoveNote early. I'll have some tutorials up by Module 2, so you can kind of noodle around with that if you wish, and highly recommended. All right, so that covers the economics paper MoveNote and what is going on this week. Again, remember, if you have any issues or problems as you go through the course, communication is key. I know all of you have a lot on your plate by reading those discussions, multiple jobs, family, life, work commitments. Again, if something should happen, please communicate with me. I am going to put my cell phone number in the course news. So if you need to text me, please do so with any questions so I can get back to you within minutes versus hours or days. I find the text messaging works much better. So that's pretty much the key to getting through this course, is just communicating with me if you do have any issues. All right. Well, that concludes our weekend review for Module 1. I'll be checking in with you in Module 2. And as always, thank you for watching.